said, you really have to wait for the late game. So yeah, Malaysia is really showing their hands. Saying, all right, we do want to play
the best 1v1 matchup against the B03 itself, but it seems like there is going to be a play coming from Zorn. They do go in for the harass against Imam Villaluna, looking for the stop as well, but the chop coming from Del Rosero is not going to be enough. Zorn is going to be able to escape this completely with the mark, means that Team Malaysia, they will be able to escape this. However, they are going to lose a little bit of mid pressure.
Yeah, Malaysia, they escaped with just a slither of health. Like, that was good. But right now, they do have to see. And first blood has been given to Malaysia. The very first kill of the SEA Games in the Mobile Legends event. And right now, they're still continuing on the fight on the turtle. And Philippines have managed to secure it for themselves. Formace is still in front, and Moon managing to get the kill on the back line.
Oh, very nicely dawning. Team Philippines in dangerous territories. Do they want to re-engage? Team Philippines, they're playing it safe. They're trying to go in for the carnage as well. But Zorn gets a very nice wave of the Dragon Flicker as well. Catches Del Rosario in awkward position. And guess what? And that is going to be Momo getting the kill for the carry. So that marksman is going to get a little bit more kill. However, Moon in a very awkward...
This is a very substantial advantage for Team Malaysia. And for Team Philippines, they have to go back to what works. They have to understand what is the best move that they can do as a team. And Malaysia just scored their 5th kill of the game.
Oh, this is...
Malaysia, they may not want to take this fight because, again, Philippines will show that they can secure this very, very easily.
Yep, Zorn does still have the wave of Dragon. He's looking for the perfect setup as well. Like I said, so the leader counter is something that they can take advantage of with the retribution to get this kill. Looks like Zorn is looking for the kick. Does he get it? Yes, he is. That's going to be a kick coming in. However, the turtle buff was secure from Del Rosario. He does have the damage as well as the hard guard. Team Malaysia, they're in a little bit of trouble, and that's going to be Zorn paying the price. However, the backlines, we have Formace and Momo just completely shredding the backlines of Team Philippines, and now they're forced to disengage. 1-4-2 got a little bit aggressive. You can see Zorn was itching to go in for the punish. However, Del Rosario going to be looking to secure the purple buff, but it seems like Team Malaysia does not have the utilities to fight this. Revolution has been dropped trying to punish on the moon. You can see Chico immediately going for the cancel. However, Gonzalez from afar finally gets a kill. That's going to be a little bit of redemption economy that Team Philippines has been looking forward to. And because of that kill, you can see, based on the economy,
it's just that we have to see what is their priority. Right now, they are focusing on jungle objectives like the turtle, but we have to see when will they transition to the lanes. Malaysia, they almost got their second turret on the top side of the map, and in the bottom side of the map, we can see Zorn managing to catch Villaluna and got a killing spree over to carry.
It seems like they're going to go for more as well, as Gonzalez is going to be stranded here with no Angela for their greed on trying to kill the mage, and this is going to be putting a dent into Malaysia's economy.
Yeah, a big miscalculation for the side of Malaysia, thinking that they can out-damage. But look at that, Momo trying to 1v2. 1v2, is that a good idea? And looks like it's not. For the side of Team Malaysia, right now, they're giving a lot of advantages for the side of Philippines. They're starting...
So it's really interesting that Team Malaysia is doing this, but you can see they are looking to go in for the ambush. Imam does have a very, very good idea. Zorn is going to try to make an attempt. Here comes the way of the dragon. However, the Purify is going to completely cancel off, and the Lido counter will chop in now. And that is going to be one man down from side Team Malaysia, and they are having to make a run for it. Team Philippines does pop the power guard in this vicinity. Chico also going to be caught out. However, for Mace, looking to isolate the fight, he's going to be caught up in the mess, and all 4 players as the Philippines shift their focus on him and takes him out. And that is beautiful, beautiful transitions coming from Team Philippines.
Yeah, we can see Philippines, they're not done yet. So the went in front, Moon still trying to dish out as much damage as he can from the back side. But again, for the side of Malaysia, they're taking the risk where they feel like the cost is not that high.
Really take him out of the equation is interesting, considering that for a good solid 10 seconds, no spells were expected. But now, here comes the play coming from Team Malaysia with the concealed as well, as they go in for the way of the Dragon King. Takes out the Angela. The biggest problem from the side of Team Malaysia has been taken out, and you can see everyone from Philippines is running the big Dawn Light to scare them off, and that is going to be space created for the Lord take.
Gonzalez almost went down, but Soto is still there. Soto is making sure that Malaysia does not have an easy time securing this Lord. Soto, Del Rosario, as well as Imam is there. Malaysia, they really have to be careful. But Soto is taking a lot of damage. Real world manipulation has been open. Soto is very, very low, and he managed to be taken down. Formace is in front, but the little counter secures the kill. Malaysia, what do you want to do? And looks like they want to retreat. Philippines did a...
All this sustains, all this tanky composition coming from Philippines, and the only one that pretty much stops them is pretty much Gonzalez. As you can see, they're trying to bait him out as well. A big dawning light scares him off, but it's still not enough damage for Moon. Passing, he is only level 12, 13 minutes in the game.
And right now, Malaysia is still going for the Lord, and they're going to be focusing on the Rosario, and he is going to be taken down. So right now, the Bellman is not there. Formace, he's still taken down, and Chiku secures the Lord.
Ooh.
But Philippines still making sure that they can win the team fight. In the front lines, Chiku has been taken down. 3 members. Malaysia really have to make sure that Gonzalez is taken care of before a team fight begins.
Yeah, very interesting choice of itemization coming from Momo as well. But before that, let's take a look at Zorn. Zorn starting out with the kick as well. Gets onto Del Rosario. Very, very tanky. However, 4 mates immediately go to the back lines. Immediately gets free hitted by Gonzalez on the marksman. However, Momo will say, your sacrifice will not be in vain because I was able to trade it off for Team Malaysia. Soto, not too happy about it, is going to try and capitalize on the situation. He's stalling the time for the team, and you can see the teams are ready to go. Real Malaysia catches over off guard. They get a trade when Villaluna survives, and Team Malaysia managed to brute force tank all of the mage damage coming from Team. It all comes down to one wrong move. Who makes the mistakes? And it's over. Seems like Zorn looking for the kick again, looking on the kick to Del Rosario. The hard guy comes in. They're going to be repeating the concentration, but you can see Momo completely chunking his way through. Double kill for him, and now they're ignoring the rest of Team Philippines, knowing that Momo is so strong, and this is the late game territory that Malaysia has.
The backlines. Even if he doesn't get a kill, as long as Gonzalez doesn't have the confidence to go in front and kill off Momo, it's gonna look very strong. And Malaysia, they're still going hard on this engage in the bottom side of the map. Real manipulation has been open. Gonzalez trying to clear out the minion. Zorn is in front. He has been taken out. Chiku goes to the front. Still not able. He manages to get the kill. Ooh. And the dawning light from Moon, unable to get more kills.
Has reached to a stage where his final item was the endless battle, and ever since that happened, things are gonna go south. However, what they can do is bully out Moon, and that is a big catch-up because now they took down the annoying Xavier, but that just means the next target is gonna be Momo. As you can see, Momo is slowly poking their way through. Soto taking a little bit too much damage, and the true damage coming from him is gonna chunk his way through. Formay still has an immortality. He's gonna try and bait things for Team Malaysia as they're going for a re-engage, but Zorn goes in for a beautiful flicker play from Team Malaysia. However, Team Malaysia is down in terms of cooldowns to burst him down. That's light coming from Moon. It's gonna scare off Team Philippines, and this is not looking good. Team Philippines, they have to call in the carry, they have to regroup, and they are gonna try and force the issue with the Lord. A big ultimate from Gonzalez, not gonna be able to chunk towards the Lord, and that is gonna be Zorn trying to split off the fight. But seems like Team Malaysia, they're giving up control of the Lord, and they are just getting picked apart bit by bit, and the Lord is still gonna be surviving. But Team Philippines, they focus on killing off all the heroes. They get the Lord, and Team Malaysia, they're scrambling. They lost everyone just like that.
On mid, only with Zorn and Momo there. Can they really do anything? Momo has to run away. His HP is so low, and Philippines, they have 2 minions still alive. They're focusing on the turret. They're focusing on the crystal. Malaysia, as of right now, they are able to make sure that they are able to survive this one, but Zorn is not gonna say the same thing. Momo with very low HP. Real manipulation is there. There's nowhere for him to go. No one from Malaysia is alive, and game number 1 is going to the Philippines.
Oh, that was so close, but what a play coming from Team Philippines as well. The discipline plays, the coordination, the priority, the transitions as well for them to capitalize on the situation. Patience is key, and that is going to be Team Philippines as of yet. Wait a minute.
It's a jungler Atlas. All right.
Huh?
Okay, you know what? This is the SEA Games. This is the game. They still lost. So even with a good setup, we're over here. They managed to get Gonzalez first blood. Again, going to Malaysia.
Okay, this is something I did not expect. Immediately level 4 Chiku goes in for the Fatal Links. This is something that I don't think Gonzalez can escape at all. So this is a not missed yet in Imam. In a little bit of trouble. That is going to be Team Malaysia getting a kill. However, he is going to be paid with his life with Rosario capitalizing with the Hurricane Dance.
Over here, we can see that both these teams are being very, very aggressive. And Team Malaysia, they managed to get the turtle. Villaluna is low, and the kill is going over to Moon. And for the side of Malaysia, 3 kills over to 1. Right now,
as Gonzalez doesn't die a little bit too much, he's going to be fine. However, middle side, Moon is going to be caught out by himself as he gets completely shut down from side of Philippines.
Yeah, that was a positional mistake where he was alone and he went straight into the bush. So that was a mistake coming
for one wrong move. And this is something that Team Philippines is like sticking as 5. And knowing Team Malaysia, they have the tendency to go in for the capitalization as well. Favorite Link comes in, Villaluna is going to get pulled back, but immediately the Purify comes in. Chico completely getting chain CC'd with the Sanguine Claw, and there's nothing he could have done to survive that.
So Malaysia, they have to learn that Philippine athletes, they're very, very confident. Gonzalez almost managing to take out Momo.
Yeah, the 2 shots on the shotty right there coming from Team Philippines is going to put them in economy as well. And I agree, the trigger discipline coming from Villaluna is just unheard of. And as of yet, Team Malaysia, they're going to be forcing a fight as well. As you can see, Chiku does not have the fatal links, but he's going to try and poke his way against Soto. Unfortunately, this is the
damage that has been dealt with every single member of the game, because in my opinion, logic is overrated. But speaking of that, we can see how Philippines, they have engaged onto Zorn. There's nothing that Chiku could have done. Very, very good catch coming in from Del Rosario.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, I think to kill on the tanks rather than the marksman. However, it's going to be on the bottom side as well. As you can see, Team Philippines is going to be looking to go in for the punish. Meanwhile, on the top side, for Maze, looking for the 1v1 fight. Goes in for the Wisdom Strike. Doesn't get Soto.
And looking at the bottom lane, we can see Zorn. His HP is very, very low, but he manages to suppress Del Rosario inside, and that's going to be his first death shutdown given over to Moon. Villaluna as well as Gonzalez, very, very low. Moon managing to get that lockdown, but still Villaluna able to survive with a slither of health
of the flicker fight. But seems like Chiku is going to be focused on as well. Zorn looking to make a run for it as well as Villaluna looking for the chain CC. Sanguine Claw not going to be able to chain his way through, but no, he catches on 2, looking to go in for the slap. Zorn down towards the last health, but he will eventually get slapped to death as Ima pulls him out.
Right now, Philippines, they are really controlling the map. Malaysia, they cannot go in front.
Gonna be our first time seeing them this so oppressive. And as you can see, Team Chiku is looking for the fight as well from behind. Immediately gets chain CC and trapped, and there's absolutely nothing Chiku could have done in that situation. However, Formace has something to say as he tries to go in for the refrag, and he gets Soto alongside with Villaluna as they want to go for a little bit more in this situation. Zorn is going to be there, and a big starting light allows the Momo to get the clean kill. And here comes the hook as Del Rosario gonna be the next to fall, just like that. They've
mid lane control as well as the Lord control, so they're really looking each other in the eyes and say who's gonna go first. And Soto has just went in first.
Moon is gonna be the pointer. He's just coming from Team Philippines. He just got his Divine Glaive. He needs to land the big W, but here it comes. It doesn't seem to connect a lot, and Chiku is gonna get caught off as Team Philippines will lose both the tanks from the junglers. But it's not over yet. As you can see, Formace trying his best to do as much damage as way. Cheats Villaluna, but it's not gonna be enough because eventually Gonzalez is gonna be the one to completely obliterate them all. Momo, however, is going to be looking to pick a fight with the tanks. He's got the damage, but Moon trying to go in for the setup. But Gonzalez is going to trade his life with Momo. Moon is last man standing, and he's still got the damage. But Team Philippines has something to say. It's 2v1. They want to do something about this, but Moon gets to reach into this later stage game. If you allow Moon to get super, super crazy, he's going to be able to dish out damage. You can see that Philippines immediately shifted the focus as soon as Moon purchased his Divine Glaive. Everyone was trying to kill Moon, and as soon as Moon survives, things get a little bit tough. However, Soto has something to say because he's gonna get picked off with that play. However, the rest of Team Philippines, they are looking to salvage the situation by trading off with the Lord. Can they get it in time? But seems like Team Malaysia, they are gonna get the steal with Chiku going in head strong and taking the retribution, and now they're gonna be forcing a fight, but Chiku will gladly sell his soul to the devil as he takes the
to the turret. So right now, Philippines, they still have Imam. As long as Imam is there, as long as he can zone everyone out, and Soto coming in from behind, focusing on Moon. Moon right now has very, very low HP. Moon is gonna go down. Del Rosario managing to actually catch Momo, but Zorn with a counter engage, giving the kill over to Momo, flicker to the front. And right now, Villaluna is gonna go away. And Philippines, even though they have sacrificed a few of their members, they still managed to be fallen.
Guess what? Team Malaysia, they're not over yet. They managed to get another pickup. This is the Team Malaysia we're talking about as well. The layers of punches they are going to be dishing on the table. And you can see the amount of fight that is happening as well now. Zorn looking for the hooks, and they can't exactly do too much for Maze. Looking for the backlines to bully out Gonzalez. However, it's going to get slowly chipped away, whereas the rest of Team Malaysia is going to be focusing on the middle inhibitor. Unfortunately, this is going to be the comeback that Malaysia has been eyeing for throughout the entirety of game number 2. Transcendent form, but as soon as he pops the Philippines, they completely ignore it. However, Zorn has something to say about it. Here comes the hook. Soto gets pulled back with the Winter Dragon. They're going to completely obliterate them. But Moon with the big 3-man dawning light and the stun allows Formays to completely bully Philippines out of the fight. What was that chain reaction? As see Malaysia completely wipes the floor in that fight. And just like that, it's only Del Rosario to defend against yet. But with the Lord knocking in, here comes the Hurricane Dance, preemptively used for Del Rosario defensively. That is huge for Malaysia, but they have immortalities, they've got bodies, they can focus on the crystal. Do they want to fight or do they want to ignore Team Malaysia? They're trying to go for the fight. Philippines slowly picking away, but the damage coming in is a little bit too much. Oh my goodness, the Dawning Light comes in. Gonzalez needs to make a run for their lives. The Team Philippines, they will have to disengage, and the amount of damage was unreal coming from Moon.
This is a very
little bit more damage, likewise coming from Moon, but looks like here comes the concealed play from Philippines. They want to go in for the punch on Chico. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do so because this Atlas is just so difficult to fight here. One wrong move is all it takes. Moon, however, doesn't have mobility. This is a big catch. They have to go in for the fight. Pops the Dawning Light, does have the immortality, but the rest of Team Malaysia, they need to save his life, but they cannot do anything. However, here comes the Fatal Link as well. He's slowly chunking his way through. Looks like they are going to go in for the brute force. Formays go from behind, tries to isolate the fight. Meanwhile, Momo is slowly making work onto the rest of the members coming from Team Philippines. Formays, however, loses his life, eventually getting a couple of kills. But Team Malaysia, they still hang on. Momo, down towards immortality, has to make a run for it. Soto going for the finish. Momo needs to want the last health, needs one more auto attack, but will lose the trade against Soto. And Team Philippines comes up on top, and it's not over yet. Formays all by himself. This is over for Team Malaysia as Team Philippines completely bleeds them all out of all their utilities.
Good game, well played for both countries, Malaysia as well as Philippines. Philippines managing to get on top with a 2-0 game, but we do have to agree that both nations played
Pops the falling star move. That is the curse burst na meron si Zia. Meanwhile, kinat-ngert. Si Edward, sino pa ba? Si Mo Pazin. Both of